Hello, my name is Brandon, and I like to cook. Recently, I decided to attempt to cook every recipe in this book, 365 Great Barbecue and Grilling Recipes. I got this book from my friend Kim. Hi, Kim. Um, and so far, I have made it to recipe number 8, Grilled Quesadillas. This is also featuring recipe number 284, Salsa Fresca. Looked at this recipe. It's pretty straightforward. Both of them. It's salsa fresca, quesadilla. If you don't know what a quesadilla is, I like to call it a Mexican grilled cheese, and it's just that. It's a grilled cheese sandwich with tortillas instead of bread. So without further ado, let's get into a grilled quesadilla. All right. Our ingredients for our grilled quesadillas are as follows. We have salsa fresca, tortillas, and some pepper jack cheese. Now, the salsa fresca, unfortunately, I went over and did not hit record. So the ingredients are as follows. It's 2 tomatoes seeded, 4 small to medium-sized jalapenos seeded and diced. The tomatoes are diced as well. You want to use onions, any kind of onions, shallots, red onions, yellow onions, white onions, scallions, but dice those up really good. Along with the juice of 1 lemon and half a teaspoon of salt, and some cilantro, about a 1/3 cup of cilantro. You want to mix that all together, and you get this lovely concoction here, salsa fresca. Again, my apologies for being a dum-dum and not hitting the record button when I made it. But yeah, these are your ingredients for your quesadillas. Which after you get your fire ready, or if your fire is preparing, you can make these while your grill is getting ready, and that is pretty easy. First, we want to take 2 quesadillas, oil them on one side, oil the other one. And then once they're good and oiled, I'll go ahead and flip those over. Once you turn them over, you want to take your salsa fresca, just kind of put down a couple of generous spoonfuls and spread it out, or not so generous, like I said, The thing about cooking, it's a creative endeavor. Use as much or as little as you want, or you can change the ingredients to your liking altogether. Like with the salsa fresca, for instance, you can add cumin, chipotle spice to zest up the flavor, or anything else you may like. You don't even have to use jalapenos. You can get wild. You can use habanero peppers. You can really light people up. For the cheese, you don't have to use cheddar cheese. You can use jack cheese. You can use some other crazy cheese that probably shouldn't go in a quesadilla. All right, now that we have our salsa fresca, let's put a little bit more on there. The thing is, once you're done, you could use the salsa fresca later for dipping chips. You put it on tacos, anything. Right now that you have your salsa spread out, you want to just go ahead and heap that cheese on there. Just get it on there, spread it out. Ooh-wee. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Once your cheese is on there, go ahead and top your quesadilla with another tortilla. You can make these the night before, and wrap them in plastic wrapping. Put them in the fridge until your grill is ready. So you can make these days in advance, minutes in advance, hours in advance. It's all up to you. There you have it. Yeah, easy peasy. Simple. Okay guys, our quesadillas are prepped, and our grill is prepped. I'd just like to note that I'm using a 2-zone fire for this. And essentially what that means is on this side, I have a cool side, there are no coals. And on this side, I have my hot side. Now, don't get it wrong, the cool side is still very much hot, but it's not directly over the fire. The hot side is, in fact, ultra hot. So it's essentially if you want to like almost bake something, if you will, or cook something without having a direct heat. And we don't want to burn our quesadillas, so we're actually doing a 2-zone fire, and we're going to cook them on indirect heat, which means we're going to cook them on the side above the blank, like no coals. They aren't going to go directly over the coals. They're going over the no coal side. So let's go ahead and put our quesadillas down on the indirect heat. You want to cook them for about 3 or 4 minutes on one side, and then, you know, flip them over. And you also want to cook them uncovered, just because they're easier to monitor. It's been about 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and attempt to flip these guys over. I'm going to use a spatula on the bottom and tongs on the top just to keep the lid on. Ooh, I am spilling. Ooh, yeah. As you can see, the side closer to the fire certainly toasted off a lot better than the side far away from the fire. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, same with this one. Side closest to the fire definitely got worked over a little bit better than the side further from the fire. That's almost a prime example right there of a 2-zone fire. All right, it's been another couple of minutes. Let's go ahead and check out these guys. I could probably flip them easy with a single spatula now. Oh yeah, that looks good. Look at that, the cheese is melty. Tortillas are browning. Of course, on the side closer to the fire, they're definitely getting treated a little better. But you know, that's the game you play with the grill. It's a learning curve. I think those guys are ready to come off, personally. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them. Number 1. Number 2. 2 grill-fired quesadillas. And there you have it, folks. Grilled quesadilla. Let's take a bite. Okay. Better than I expected. Zesty, spicy, full of flavor. It's not just cheese. Salsa Fresca is really good. Um, Good thing they recommended the sour cream because the spice level is also higher than what I thought it would be. Due to jalapenos, I think sometimes jalapenos, this batch of jalapenos is hotter than usual. But it's still pretty good. So yeah, be aware when choosing peppers, you know, you never know how hot they actually might be. I've eaten jalapenos that barely did a thing to me, and I've eaten jalapenos that set me on fire. These jalapenos are somewhere in the middle. They're trying to set me on fire, but Not hard enough. But no, all in all, it's a good quesadilla. I recommend you try it. And that's all I gotta say. Until next time, this is Brandon doing every recipe and 365 great barbecue and grilling recipes. There's always something to cook. I'll see you next time. Peace.